3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm not going to begin this speech by defining something from Merriam-Webster's, so I'm going to use Encyclopedia Britannica. Encyclopedia Britannica defines social media as communication on the internet through which users share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content such as videos. I know that we're all familiar with social media, but where did it really start? It's important to know how we got here with social media so we understand where we're going in the future. So first, I'm going to define the first era of social media that began in the 1980s and 1990s. Then I'll continue into the MySpace and Facebook era of social media, and finally I'll end with the modern era of social media and how marketing influences our day-to-day life in social media. A 2015 History Cooperative article by Matthew Jones explains that Morse code may have been the first form of social media in the 1800s, but according to our definitions and for our purposes, we're going to start with the creation of the internet. So, according to an article by Maryville University, emails and instant messaging were introduced in the 1980s and 1990s after the beginning of the internet in the 1960s. The first real social media platform began with 6 Degrees in 1997. This is based off the idea that everybody is 6 degrees of separation from one another, and we can all connect through the internet and through social media platforms. Then websites and blogs began in 1999, where people were excited to share their thoughts and different information online. But what we all really think of when we think of the first social media platform is LinkedIn and then MySpace. MySpace was created in 2003. It became the first and quickly the largest social media platform of its kind. And again, it's still known today as pretty much the beginning of social media platforms. Facebook then began in 2004. It was originally just for college students, but in 2006, it opened to the vast public. By 2008, it quickly surpassed MySpace in how many users use that website daily. MySpace still exists, but we all believe that it's virtually dead because of how Facebook surpassed it in 2008. Once again, we're going to look at Maryville University for a chronological understanding of how social media works in modern day times. Twitter began in 2006 as a way for people to share short messages and texts with one another online. Instagram began in 2010 as a way for us to share pictures. Today, it has over 1 billion users online. Pinterest began in 2010 as a way for us to pin our interests onto virtual corkboards, hence the name Pinterest. Snapchat began in 2011 as a way for us to send each other disappearing pictures. And TikTok began in 2016. It began as an app called Musical.ly and then switched to the app that we know today as TikTok. Modern businesses are using apps such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Snapchat to market to consumers like us daily. Based on how you interact with fellow followers or fellow people you follow, they'll target ads towards you and target things that you would want to buy. My mom does this a lot. To conclude, we're going to discuss, again, just a quick recap of the chronological history of social media. Again, emails began in the 1980s and 1990s, along with instant messaging, blog posts, and websites. MySpace and Facebook then came along and became some of the most well-known and most used social media platforms of their time. Today, we see modern social media platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and how those are also being used to promote businesses and different products. Now that social media is here, where do we think it's going? How is this going to progress in our future? That's something I want you all to think about as you continue with your days. Now I'm going to show you all again. Thanks.